Hey there guys, it's your good pal Wiggly, and welcome back to more Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations Blind. In the last episode, we started Case 5, Bridge to the Turnabout, and shit hit the fan immediately. Phoenix is now falling off the bridge that is now burnt, Maya on the other side, Sister Iris who knows where, at least O'Neem seems to be dead, Pearl is missing, shit's fucked. And in this episode, we're going to be seeing just how fucked it is by heading into part 1-2, investigation. Date? I don't know. Time? I don't know. Location? I don't know. Who could that be at this time of night? Oh, Edgeworth. Yes, Edgeworth speaking. Edgy, get up! It's an emergency! I totally forgot. I don't know how I forgot, but I totally forgot that Larry and Edgeworth know each other. Huh? Larry, do you know what time it is? It's not Larry, it's Larice O'Neem. This is nothing more than a terrible nightmare. I'll just roll over and... Wait, don't hang up, it's an emergency. It's Nick, he took a really nasty spill. Well, it wouldn't be the first time, so... I'm not joking, his life is in danger. What? What happened? Tell me. Talk about a guy with bad luck. He may already be dead. Anyway, you've got to come back. You're the only one that can help. My Iris, my beautiful Iris, she needs help. All right. I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can. I'm at the detention center. Please, hurry! Okay. It's been 1 year since I left that country. Germany? I thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it won't be a pretty reunion. As if I expected anything to change. Oh, he left Japan. That's right. Also, my voice is not 100% right now, so my Edgeworth voice might not sound amazing. I apologize, but I need to continue. You're late, Edgy. What took you so long? Why are we in the detention center? I don't want to hear it. I chartered a private jet to come as quickly as I could. Well, you should have chartered a faster one. Anyway, just listen. Something happened to Miss Elise, and Nick is Maya and Iris's bikini. Huh? Say something, Edgy. Before I came here, I stopped by the hospital and paid Wright a visit. Okay. So Phoenix is in the hospital. I believe I have a better understanding of the situation than you at this point. The murder victim was the picture book author, Miss Elise O'Neem. She was found by Wright and the head nun. The suspect is the temple's younger nun. Then later, while Wright was crossing the bridge, it broke and he fell into the river. The hospital says that he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. That sucks. Oh no. Yes, that's right, you got it. But they arrested her. My sweet little Iris. And here I was convinced he was the one that the police had arrested. However, I still don't understand what these two items are for. What are you talking about? They're things Wright gave to me when I was leaving his room. Oh, no way! No, they wouldn't. Oh, please. Please let me play as Edgeworth for this case. Oh, no, that's amazing. Please do it. This is the first. He said some nonsense about being able to see into people's hearts with this. And the other... Yes! Goated case. It's over. He couldn't possibly be asking what I think he is, could he? I'm begging you. Iris's trial starts tomorrow. With Nick out of the picture, you're all I've got left. You're the only one that can represent her. Okay, and we're defending Iris. Really? What did you just say? You know, represent, defend. What were you expecting? Why do you think I called you anyway? I'm a prosecutor, Larry. A prosecutor. Do you understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor is a lawyer who... Don't talk to me like a kid. I graduated from junior high, you know. Junior high. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. But I mean, I heard a paper badge had no problem fooling an entire court before. That's true, it did. How could this country's judicial system have fallen into such decay? Please, Edgy. At least listen to her. Listen to Iris' side of the story. So... Wright wasn't joking when he gave me this badge after all. He would never. The fact that he entrusted it to you, Wrightworth, baby. Okay, this is... I don't know what I expected out of this case, but this was not it, man. Thank you for coming. My name is Iris.
Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. I don't know if I can be of any help, but I will at least hear what you have to say about the murder.
Mr. Wright, how is he? Mr. Larice said that he might even die. This is interesting. I don't... Okay, so... Last episode, I said that I had, like, something in mind that I wasn't going to say. And I feel like I'm going to say it now because I don't think it's true now. I thought of the possibility that this may be her sister, Valerie, that was the name. Like, in disguise, because I think Valerie had, like, brown hair, but I don't think that now. Unless it's, like, Valerie with amnesia or something. I really don't know how to make sense of this whole thing.
Fortunately, he will be fine. Larry, you moron. How could you say something like that? He was badly bruised when he hit the water, but otherwise he is unharmed.
Thank God. Thank goodness.
But he's caught some kind of nasty cold.
A cold?
He's running a high fever and is drifting in and out of consciousness. I must be imagining things. This woman. I feel like I've met her before.
Do you not remember your first trial? Ooh. This song. Okay. Well, I am hyped out of my mind that we are playing as Edgeworth, but we don't have his his profile. Okay. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh my god, we have Edgeworth descriptions. Oh boy. My friend since grade school fell from Dusky Bridge and is currently hospitalized. A homicide detective at the local precinct in charge of the initial investigation. My friend since grade school. That's so great that you still consider him a friend. I don't remember how we became friends though. I guess through the class trial, right? Or was it before that? Elise Donim, the victim of this incident. A picture book author of unknown age, Larry's teacher. And the defendant, a nun from Hazakura Temple. I know I've seen her somewhere before. Okay. Received from Wright. He wasn't serious when he gave this to me, was he? Well, let's go ahead and be like, hey, I'm a defense attorney. Is that an attorney's badge?
Yes, this belongs to Wright.
Really?
I'm actually a prosecutor.
Oh, then why do you have a defense attorney's badge pinned on your lapel?
Well, you see, I borrowed it.
Received from Wright something about reading people's hearts. What other nonsense? Shows Misty Faye. Received. Okay, the rest of these are all the same stuff. Okay. Her face looks weird for some reason. Something looks off. I noticed that in editing. Okay, red eyes. Her hair is a different color. Wait, that is weird. Her eyes are a different color too. What? Okay, that's really weird. Okay. Is this just supposed to be like a younger her, maybe? I don't know. Okay. Well, eye color doesn't change with time. Okay, some weird shit's going on. Okay, I can't really ask you about anything. I can ask you about yourself. You want to know about me? There's not much to tell, I'm afraid.
Just let me get one thing straight. You were raised at Hazakura Temple, correct? And yet somehow you seem to know Wright.
Yep.
So you two must have crossed paths somewhere.
No, Mr. Edgeworth. Whomever it was, it couldn't have been me.
What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, that's... Do you know about... Whoa, God, what is happening? Okay. Did you do it? That's Mystic Elistonim. Mystic Elistonim. I think that's the first time we've heard her be called Mystic, actually. She's a picture... I almost did Edgeworth's voice. Oh my God, I'm so out of practice. She's a picture book author, so I've heard.
Does she come to Hazakura Temple often?
No, this was her first time. It's just that... she was a very important visitor.
Is that so?
Yes, Sister Bikini told me, be certain not to offend her.
The victim is Elise Donim. The prosecutor's office still doesn't have much information about her, it seems.
Okay. Oh, God. So many dead ends. Tell me what you think of Phoenix. Mr. Wright, how bad is his cold?
Well, his fever is very high. As a result, he's rather confused. He's worried about Maya, who's still trapped in the inner temple.
Where's Pearl?
And he's quite worried about you, as well, it seems.
But where's Pearl? Really?
Yes. Naturally, once he recovers, I'll pass the baton back to him.
No, don't. I'm sure that Mr. Wright wouldn't want that. He wouldn't want to defend me. Oh. Why do I feel for you? Oh, God. Okay. Alright. Tell me about yourself.
Pardon me, Iris. I would like to ask you something if you don't mind. I have the distinct feeling you and I have met somewhere.
It must be your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. After all, I hardly ever leave Hazakura Temple. Hardly. Keyword.
Hazakura Temple?
What's that? I presented things in a wrong order, and now things are out of line. It's a place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. You need to undergo some very difficult training to release your inner spiritual power.
Spiritual power? Did you go to that temple for that reason as well?
No, I don't have any spiritual powers. I don't need them. Okay. What is your deal?
In that case, what are you doing at that temple then?
I've committed some sins. Sins that I need to pay for. That's why I'm there, and why I continue to train, to purify my soul. Okay. The night of the crime.
I want to ask you about last night, the night of the crime.
Alright. I helped to clean up after dinner and then went back to my room about 8 o'clock. Later, I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10 o'clock.
Bell?
We ring it at the same time each night.
I see. And then?
And then... I was told to go to the training hall, but I went back to my room and stayed there.
Why didn't you go to the training hall like you were asked to?
I was frightened. By what?
Frightened?
So I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened.
There's more to her story. I just know there is. Maybe I should dig a little deeper.
What do you mean frightened?
You were asked to go to the training hall on the night of the murder?
Yes.
However, you didn't go. Because you say you were frightened. What exactly were you so frightened of?
Come on. If you want to avoid prison, you gotta tell me.
What in the world?
Is there something wrong?
I'm sorry, it's nothing. It looks like she's not aware of them herself. These must be what Wright was talking about. The psych locks.
Psycho locks.
I believe he said that I need to present this Magatama item to do something.
This is so surreal. Okay. Any idea?
So do you have any idea as to what really occurred last night?
I think it was the result of the tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed. Okay. Well, what is Bikini's alibi? That's the big question here.
Spiritual power?
Yes, spiritual training has been a cause behind many great tragedies. This incident was just another example.
Iris, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power.
Yes, I understand. Most people don't.
And I am certain that the thing that killed the victim was human. So please answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Elise O'Neill?
No. I'm not the one who took her life. No psychlocks.
Those psycholock things aren't appearing. I suppose that means I can believe that she's not lying.
What's wrong?
I can't believe what I'm thinking. And here I just finished saying that I don't believe in spiritual power. It appears that's about all you can tell me.
Thank you very much for listening to my story.
I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. He asked me to take care of you.
Me?
Yes, at the trial tomorrow. He asked me to defend you.
Something else about Iris here. She's not as, like... How do I word it? She doesn't act like Dahlia. That's the weird thing. She is very, like, polite and soft-spoken, but not in any way that seems to be, like, manipulative. She's not, like, forceful. Dahlia was extremely forceful and extremely flirty with, like, everybody. So, I really am just at a loss as to what the hell is happening. If Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth, then I will gladly entrust my fate to your capable hands.
But before that, I have one question.
Yes?
Do you know Wright?
Why would you ask that?
Whenever you came up in our conversation, he would begin to act a little... strange.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is Mr. Wright to you? Love triangle, I'm kidding, sorry.
He's a very dear and indispensable friend.
That's so sweet of him to say. It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceived him. What?
You deceived him.
I heard that he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if he never saw me again. I wanted him to just forget about me without learning the truth. What truth?
Well, if you ask me, Wright is still suffering. And until he learns the truth, I don't think he will ever be able to truly recover. Iris, it's not too late. You should go to him. Tell him the truth. I'll defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition.
All right, Mr. Edgeworth. I promise.
Very well. I'll do everything in my power to get you an acquittal.
This is so fucking hype. I love this.
That's enough information gathering for now. I should head to the crime scene.
All right. Well...
Oh.
Oh. Oh my god. This song sounds like a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon song. This is a banger. I love this. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Whoa, that's so weird. Okay. Let's see what the prompt is. Why does he sound like that? This is so odd.
Since I have been handed this case, it is my duty to dig up all the answers. Understand?
Yes, sir.
The smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the Inner Temple last night?
Yes, I swear. I already told you that.
Yes, you said that you didn't go because you were frightened.
That's right.
If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder, is this what frightened you so much that you couldn't even leave your own room? Okay, so we just don't have any answers toward that yet, obviously.
But now we know the prompt. That's the important thing. All right. Well, see ya later. Actually, we can see Edgeworth's probably unique dialogue here. The camera is glaring at me. If something glares at you, it's only polite to return the favor, is what I was taught. Is that a Von Karma lesson? Is something bothering you? Oh, excuse me. I didn't know he was such a goofball. Other than the woo, Detective Gumshoe bit in the first game. The guard is glaring at me. If someone glares at you, it's only... Are you alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, excuse me. This is so cool. Okay, to the suspension bridge. I'm sad that we can't get Edgeworth Charlie dialogue, though. It sure is cold, all right. So this is it. Dusky Bridge. Oh, wow, it's you, Mr. Edgeworth. Bold day! Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see. It's been about a year? Or has it been longer? It doesn't matter, Detective. What it does matter is why you're shuffling around up here. Oh, ouch! And there's that sharp left jab. Well, I'm happy to see you anyway, Mr. Edgeworth. Let me guess, you were transferred by HR to the local precinct. A wise decision. The vast amount of nothing up here should be quite easy to guard. I heard you were back in the country and arranged to come all the way out here. What a fucking sweetheart. I love you, Gumshoe. Everybody was real nice. They even let me take charge of the investigation, sir. Gumshoe indeed. Like gum on your shoe. He's impossible to get rid of. You love him. Come on. I'm supposed to report on the details of the crime scene, sir. Anyway, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe, reporting for duty. Great. Thank you, Detective. I thought Prosecutor Godot was gonna get here before me. That guy's a real mystery, I tell you. Oh, I'm so interested to see Godot versus Edgeworth. Ooh, that's gonna be cool. Prosecutor Godot? Okay. Oh, and oh shit. He knows him super well, too. At least Godot knows Edgeworth, I mean. Probably not the reverse, but tell me what happened. I just got back into the country, so I don't really know much about the case. It's simple. Well, simple as a simple does, as they say. Oh, you got no idea how much I miss that biting sarcasm of yours, sir. But seriously, this one's a piece of cake. There's a witness that saw the whole thing. A witness? Yeah, the bikini lady, okay. But what's her alibi? Bikini lady? Here? On this freezing cold mountain? Well, you should talk to her yourself if you want the details, sir. I may have to talk to this bikini lady. I mean, decisive witness myself. Okay, Dusky Bridge. So this is the bridge that Wright fell through. Yep, I can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look before you cross, is how it goes, right? Well, not really for a bridge, but yeah. Or was that leap? And is there something on the other side? Yeah, some old building they call the Inner Temple. But we can't get over there without a bridge, sir. What? Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. But someone was at the Inner Temple doing some training, and now they're stuck here. Yes, I heard that from Wright. It's Maya Fey. Oh no, her again? Anyway, the air is really turbulent right now, so we can't do an aerial extraction. No one's going to be able to reach the Inner Temple until tomorrow, sir. Well, at the very least, we know where Maya is. I'm not quite as stressed out about Maya as I was in Farewell My Turnabout, of course. She's not, well, presumably she's not in the hands of a killer, but we don't know for sure, I guess. But what I am extremely worried about, like out of my mind, is Pearl Fey. Where is she? Will she be alright in this cold? So, how did this bridge burn down anyway? I mean, I guess Maya doesn't have food or warmth. We're almost 100% sure it was lightning. Lightning? Really? No fucking... No. It wasn't even raining or anything. No. So who is this Prosecutor Godot? I've never heard of him. Yeah, he's a new guy. Showed up after you left the country. He's a complete rookie, but nobody can say a bad word about the guy. What kind of a man is he?
He just became a prosecutor recently, but he's good, sir. Real good.
If he's so good, how is it that I've never heard of him? Is he the lead prosecutor on this case?
You bet he is. After all, you know who is right in the middle of it.
You know who?
Phoenix Wright, of course. For some reason, Godot has really got it in for Mr. Wright.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck that is either. Oh?
Yeah, he seems to have some kind of a grudge.
And what would be the cause of this grudge?
I don't know. Maybe he made fun of his mask or something?
No, his mask is sick. None of this is making any sense. I better look into this Godot myself.
Okay.
You're telling me the bridge caught on fire due to a fluke bolt of lightning.
Yep, last night it snowed for the first time in 3 days. It's a little unusual for lightning to occur during snowfall like that, but thunder snow is a thing. But according to the weather data, lightning definitely struck.
Okay.
Really?
Spiritual powers? I see. This is a very detailed weather report. Almost too detailed. It even has the exact time that the lightning struck the bridge.
Oh, that? We got that information from the witness's testimony.
Someone actually saw the lightning hit the bridge? Who is this witness?
Sorry, I'll go ask one of the local cops later, sir. What the fuck?
Oh, gumshoe. Okay,
Eagle Mountain weather data for February 7th. Snow with occasional lightning strikes. Snow 7 to approximately 10:50 p.m. Lightning 10 to approximately 11 p.m. Really? Did it... No, never mind. I misunderstood that. I thought it was saying that lightning struck in that 10-minute time span. Lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45, around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. Oh, that's a lot of numbers. Okay. Sounds good. What day is it today? Does that actually check out? I mean, I'm sure it does. That would be too easy. Okay. I don't know why I checked that. I just realized I could. Okay. We have, oh my god, we have almost every piece of evidence is something that we can look at deeper, too. That's, whew, okay. It do be the final case of a trilogy, but I have heard, at least I've been told, that it's about in the ballpark of Rise from the Ashes. So, and I got through that pretty okay, I think. So I'm not too worried about it. But let's go ahead and move on to the main gate and see if we can find this bikini lady. Yo, Edgy, what took you so long? I'm so cold my brains turned to sherbet.
I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country.
What do you mean?
Wright is going to be fine, and the case itself isn't anything unusual. And I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder.
Hey, wait a sec! Hold it! Objection! Oh god. What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth?
Detective Dick Gumshoe, Ace Attorney. It's hard to explain, but one thing led to another, and...
What kind of a lame excuse is that? You call yourself a defense attorney? Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor, and that's why he's Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth defense attorney just sounds plain old weird, pal. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth?
I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing anymore.
Dude, Edgy. I don't see you for a couple of years, and your heart turns to sherbet.
I'd say more like sorbet. It is rather cold here.
Iris didn't murder her. Someone else did it. I just know it, okay? So trust me on this one.
Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Nevertheless, I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence. At least until I pass the baton on to Wright, that is.
All right. What do you know, Larry? Man, I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Right, Edgy? You think so too, don't you? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet?
To put it simply, your comment has me highly concerned. Could it be that the reason you think she's innocent?
Come on, a girl that cute can't possibly be a murderer.
I was right after all. I should have never come back.
No, don't worry. I see things for how they really are this time, honest.
If I had a penny for every time he said that.
It's just that, well, Iris is a delicate flower.
You can't force things too much, know what I mean?
Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry.
Oh, forget it. I didn't say anything. These two interacting in isolation is so weird. Okay, the night of the crime.
Larry, where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime? Larry.
What? Don't tell me. You think I might have done it?
What?
Get lost! Go back to your charter jet and get out of my sight, you creep! And I hope your plane crashes and you die! Larry!
I'll ask just one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing?
Oh, Larry. Larry, my man, come on.
As I suspected, Psycho Locks.
I love that he just calls them that because he doesn't remember what they were called. I'm sorry, man. You know me. I just don't remember. My short-term memory is a wreck, dude. Fuck off, Larry. Okay, present. Okay, what's the prompt? That's weird still. Okay, what's the prompt? The night of the crime.
Alright, now you're going to tell me what you really saw last night.
Whoa, you're really upset, aren't you, Edgy? Okay, I'll talk.
Huh? That was a bit too easy.
Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. At around 10 o'clock last night, it started Oh, you're the witness. Okay. I'd been sleeping, I'm not sure for how long. I suddenly, zing! The world in front of me went white. Like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend, Naomi.
And then?
And then, it was on fire. The bridge was on fire.
Dusky Bridge caught on fire? Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes?
Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling the truth.
There are still 3 Psycho Locks remaining. That means he's still trying to hide something. By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw that happen?
Where, you say? What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? Just answer the question.
I was in my own room, by the main hall. Where else would I be?
As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly jar. The problem, I suspect, lies there.
There? What do you mean, there? Sorry, I went way overboard with that.
It's impossible for you to have seen the lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room.
Yeah, I mean, there do be a cliff in the way.
Take that!
Nice. Headway. This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazakura Temple.
What am I looking for?
I think that it should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees, and it's impossible to see the bridge from there.
What? Why didn't you tell me that before?
Well, how about it?
How about what?
Do you feel like talking now?
About what?
It looks like it won't be that easy after all. You leave me no choice. I'll have to move on to the next step. You weren't in your room in the temple, so then, where were you?
You don't know that I wasn't in my room.
So where was Larry and why was he there? If I've read the situation up to this point correctly, the answer is fairly obvious. Very well then, let's test my theory. The place you witnessed lightning strike Dusky Bridge from was here.
I mean... I'm gonna doubt that you were over here. I mean, you must have been here, right?
Take that!
This is where you were. Well, what do you think, Larry?
Oh, not much, I guess.
I'm sorry, but what kind of an answer is that?
Well, you were just making small talk, right? Like, how are you doing, or something.
Larry, look at the expression on my face. Do I look like I was just making small talk?
To be honest, no, I guess not. Okay.
It appears I didn't think it through carefully enough. So where was Larry and why was...
Okay, I have no idea where Larry was, if I'm going to keep it honest. Okay, we are going to have to discover that later.
Looks like I still don't have enough information. I need to investigate further and gather some more evidence. Okay. Well, in that case, let's just go ahead and move forward to the main hall. There's a piece of paper underneath the cushion with a Japanese name, like Zen. Starts with a Z. It's not Zenbu. Setsubo, Despair, Danganronpa. Hello, Bikini Lady. Hey, hello there. So, how are you feeling? All right, I suppose. Huh? Who's this? My name is Miles Edgeworth. My, a handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome. If circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just... Please don't call me boy. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I'm looking for a woman in a bikini. In a bikini. Well, you have found her. Now, what can I do for you? Okay, I guess we know what's going on under that robe now. I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis. If you ask nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy. What the fuck? Mr. Edgeworth? This is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's the witness. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? This is exactly why your salary keeps on getting cut. My stomach is already growling in protest. So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris? Well, first, I want to hear what you know. Okay. First, though, what's the paper? That's not it. What's the paper? There are more Enza cushions in the corner of the room. I swore that there was a different word that they used. What's that white piece of paper sticking out from under that stack? Beats me. Would you mind checking that out for me, Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. I love that we have Gumshoe working for us, too. Here you are, Mr. Edgeworth. It looks like an old manila envelope. Yeah! What is it, Detective? This could be it. An ultra-important clue, a super special clue. I suppose I should read it myself, then. It looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Okay, that's big. Tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall, unless you want your secret to be exposed. This sounds like a blackmail letter. Okay. Maybe she dropped it? Nice going there, Mr. Edgeworth. Why can't I ever find clues like that? You're an ultra-important prosecutor, a super-duper prosecutor. Well, I suppose it takes a super-duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this. Okay. To Iris of Hazakura Temple. Hazakura? Is it Hazakura or Hazakure? It's Hazakura. Why did I think it was Hazakure? Salutation here. That's a weird way to start that. There's something I must talk to you about. I'll be waiting for you tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall. Make sure you come unless you want your secret to be exposed. Okay. So... Was it maybe a letter from Elise? Perhaps. Maybe. That thing sure casts a strong presence over the whole room. This is the Lesser Magatama. Whoa, lesser? This is the Lesser Magatama. It's a precious heirloom containing a great many souls. Huh? This is lesser? What is the greater one like? The greater Magatama is displayed in the main room of Fey Manor. It was supposed to be shown at the Treasures of Kurain exhibit, but it was so large that they couldn't bring it through the doors. I don't remember the the greater Magatama. Did I see it? Okay. There's flowing script written everywhere on the walls. Man, I bet you'd have awful nightmares if you tried to sleep in here. This is our main hall, so it's protected by a variety of magic spells and charms. They're all designed to prevent evil forces from entering. So if I slept here, the Oogie Woogie Boogie Man wouldn't hunt me down for eternity? Alright. Does this guy think about anything other than eating and sleeping? Probably not. Alright, night of the crime. First, I'd like to ask you about last night.
Well, last night, we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple.
She must be talking about Maya. Approximately what time was that?
I suppose it was about 9 when we left here. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting.
Okay, so according to the weather report, it was snowing at that time. Good to know.
The Channeling Dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch.
Wow, you're right. That does sound exhausting. Detective, this is no time for flattery. Sorry. Sometime around 11 o'clock p.m., I don't know why I added p.m., sometime around 11, you witnessed the incident in the courtyard. But your duty was in the inner temple. Why did you come back here?
The way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps.
I'm starting to get goosebumps myself, but for a decidedly different reason.
Oh, you get the chills pretty easy, don't you, Mr. Asworth? So they can read his mind, too.
Alright then, I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard.
It must have been past 11. Ah, no, I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart.
Hey, calm down, lady. Let go of my tie.
Oh, God, okay. I saw two people. One of them was lying on the ground. The other one was stabbing her from the back with a sword.
Did you see this criminal with your own eyes?
I didn't want to believe what I was seeing.
It's with the Shichi Shido, too.
Interesting. But it was Iris.
You must have been quite shocked.
Of course she was. Try putting yourself in her shoes. It'd be like if you were stabbing Mr. Wright smack in the middle of the courtroom, and I happened to witness it from the witness stand. I'd be pretty shocked, too. I know it sounds insane, but that's what I saw. And when I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed, and then I passed out.
Unfortunately for us, our testimony seems to be pretty solid.
However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural.
Unnatural?
The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness.
I wonder what she means by that. Huh, okay.
Why return?
As the head nun, it's your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct?
Yes, that's correct. I know I may look strong, but the truth is I've got a bad lower back.
A bad lower back?
Yes, it's especially bad in the winter. So bad that I can't even lift a bucket. Do you remember how cold it was last night? My bad back felt as stiff as frozen glass. I just wanted to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall.
So you left the disciple all alone?
Don't be ridiculous! I would never do that! That's why I ordered Iris to the inner temple after she had rung the bell for lights out.
Yes, but she never went to the inner temple, did she? So did this head nun actually see Iris there? I think I better try to get some more details. Definitely. So who is this acolyte that was trying to train at the inner temple?
Her name is Maya Fey. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say.
What do you mean?
And after she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course.
Special course?
It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times.
You don't mean to tell me that she's still doing that over at the inner temple, do you?
No, of course not. You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night, we still hadn't started the training session itself.
Well, that's good to hear.
Oh, dear. There is one thing I forgot to tell you.
Uh-oh. I don't think I like the sound of this.
Do you know that small girl? I believe she is Mystic Maya's little sister. Where is she?
Maya has a little sister?
Oh, you mean Little Pearl. That's Maya Fey's cousin.
Little Pearl?
I thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after we'd finished with dinner cleanup. Did Pearl and Edgeworth meet? I don't remember. But I haven't seen her at all since late last night. She's nowhere to be found.
You mean she was with the victim?
It's all the fault of my stupid, creaky old back.
A little girl who was with the victim on the night of the murder is gone.
As they say, the plot thickens. They can't try to pin this on Pearl. Please, man. Okay. Well, it was said that we need to get more information about
where Iris was, why she didn't go to the inner temple. Let's go ahead and present her profile. You said you went with Maya to the training hall in the inner temple last night. Did you happen to see Iris while you were there?
Of course I saw her. I told her to meet us after the ringing the 10 o'clock bell for lights out.
So you're saying Iris came to the inner temple then? So you're saying Iris came to the inner temple then?
Of course she did. Iris has always been a good, obedient girl. After that, I had Iris help Mystic Maya begin her training.
But that doesn't fit with Iris's story at all. She said that she never went to the inner temple. As they say, the plot thickens. Huh. Okay. Do you have any idea where Pearl might be?
Oh, this poor girl. Where could she have gone?
Well, we checked out her home and she's still not there.
And she's nowhere in the vicinity of the temple either.
Which means there's only a few other possibilities as to where she could be. Ah! Do you think maybe she fell off the bridge and was carried downstream? No, please, no. No. Why do you have to be such a pessimist, detective? I was just trying to think like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Ironic. I became a pessimist only after I had the pleasure of working with you.
Oh, man. She's a very important visitor, you know, an honored acolyte.
Honored? How so?
The Fey name is synonymous with the Korean channeling technique. Therefore, she must be a spirit medium of great power indeed.
Now that you mention it, 1 year ago, there was a case that was about the master of the Korean channeling technique. Detective, I detest talk of supernatural drivel. I suppose now you'll say she has midi-chlorians? That's a reference, okay. So it gives you the creeps, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? That's got nothing to do with it. He's scared of ghosts. I mean, I can see why he would have an aversion to it, because, you know, the whole case with his father and everything. It's the whole reason. DL6, all that. So, okay. Her bad back really bothers her. I guess let's check for as much info as possible.
It's all my fault. Me and my stupid back. Mystic Elise had been murdered. An important acolyte is trapped. And a little girl has been lost.
You know, you really shouldn't be so negative. It creates bad karma.
Quite right. I need to do some more training myself, I think.
Okay. So, we're at a point now where we need to both pinpoint where Larry was when he saw lightning strike the bridge, and we also need to figure out what Iris was afraid of and why she didn't go. Was she afraid of Elise? No, she was afraid of this. Okay, yep, we have that. Okay. We can get further with her there. First though, last thing with Bikini, I want to present Elise's profile.
Oh, how could such a terrible thing have happened? It's all my fault.
Well, come on, lady. I don't think you need to take all the blame yourself.
Quiet! What do you know anyway?
Ouch, you're scary.
With that stupid 5 o'clock shadow and that stupid old coat of yours, hey, back off. It's too bad that you weren't the one that disappeared, man.
You alright, buddy? Why does she have to take it all out on me? Her anger does seem a little manufactured. Manufactured? Huh. Do you happen to know where Larice was?
This is Mystic Elise's apprentice, is it not? I think he might have a bit of a crush on me. Sweet boy, at any rate.
Huh?
Oh, I don't blame him. Sister Bikini understands the temptations of young men.
Sure.
But I'm afraid it wouldn't be proper to abuse my position. I am head nun, after all. But in return, I did allow him to draw a portrait of me.
I pray it was a pose that maintained your modesty, for everyone's sake.
Okay, well, I guess that's about that. Let's go ahead and move to the main gate. Oh, something new? Okay.
I don't see Larry anywhere. Maybe we scared the poor kid away. His heart was shut tight with a number of psych locks. I guess I'll have to look for him now. What a thorn in my side. Okay. Let's check out the snowmobile. I suppose this type of thing is necessary up here in the mountains. Was it used at any point? I don't see any tracks anywhere, but it's odd of them to put a snowmobile here. Say, this just gave me a great idea! Something tells me he's going to tell me what's on his mind, whether I like it or not. I got an idea for a brand new invention. It might even make me rich. An invention? Yeah, a car that can travel on snow. I'll call it a snow car. So what do you think, sir? Would you go for a ride on something like that? Only after you take the first 1,000 test rides. You know, a car can travel on top of most snow. Okay, to the bridge. Let's go ahead and examine some stuff around here. So this is the bridge Wright tried to cross. Pretty reckless if you ask me. I'm amazed he survived the fall from up here. Yeah, he's one lucky guy, sir. Now I see how he manages to win his cases in court. Blind luck. I think dumb luck suits Wright just a bit better. It is pretty dumb luck. Heavenly Hall. There's a little shack down that way called Heavenly Hall. A shack. We should probably go there. It's like a run-down doghouse for losers that can't bear the freezing drafts of wind. Kinda reminds me of my apartment, sir. Wow. The name Heavenly Hall makes it sound like a palace. Giving a hovel a great name is a crime itself. I call it false advertising. By the way, the name of my apartment complex is Compton Castles. Compton? You live in Compton, Gumshoe? That's not such a great name, if you ask me. Well, it's not such a great apartment either, sir. Oh, boy. Gumshoe. Straight out of Compton. He can't say fuck the police because he kind of is the police. And also, he likes Maggie. Don't think about that too much. Hey, it's a public phone. You don't see a lot of these anymore. That's true. Since we got one here, why don't we take a photo as a memento? Well, sure. Why not? Oh, darn it. I don't have a camera with me. I'm gonna go buy a disposable camera. I'll be right back, sir. What's so special about public phones, and why is he so fascinated by them? I like that he said yes. Some letters are wildly engraved into a roughly cut boulder. Dusky Bridge. It certainly is an appropriate name. You need to get some glasses, Mr. Edgeworth. That sign says Dusty Bridge. Fucking hell. I can see how you read it wrong, though, sir. You're the one who needs glasses, detective. Try reading it one more time. Ah, you're right! It's Dusky Bridge after all! I guess whoever wrote this made a mistake. On a scale of literacy, we now know that Maya is at the bottom. Probably followed by Gumshoe, then Pearl. It looks like a pretty good distance to that far cliff. Yeah, it's gotta be around 100 yards or so. Detective, that's not even close to 100 yards. Well, I gotta admit I'm not very good at judging distances. Me either, actually. It's about 20 yards or so, and impossible to cross without a bridge, it seems. At least here. Okay, so... if Larry saw lightning strike the bridge, he must have been on the bridge, maybe, or on the other side? Was he? Oh, God. Okay. Also, I noticed that one of the wires is gone. Specifically, the one that we could see from the inner temple. Which is fascinating. And there's absolutely no way to get through the forest on the other side? Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Do we have anything new with you? No? Okay. Well, we are now at a point where I feel like I only have... No way. It looks like Iris is being interrogated right now. This place certainly brings back memories. Yeah, I'm sure it does. Oh yeah, come to think of it, you got thrown in here once too, didn't you, sir? But you know what? I've never been in jail a single time. I believe that. I should think it's hard to land in jail when you're so harmless. Yes, well, if you're in jail, you don't have to pay for your own meals, you know. Don't get any funny ideas, detective. Too late. I already did. In any case, I guess I'll have to come back here later. Boy, oh boy. Okay, so no Larry and no Iris. I keep forgetting her name for some reason. Okay, well, now what the hell? I don't have any idea. Do you know about this? Do you know anything about this old crumpled up letter? Is that addressed to Iris? Yep, it clearly says to Iris on it. I can't believe it. That girl doesn't have any secrets from me. So Sister Bikini didn't know anything about it. I think Bikini's innocent. She seems pretty genuine. But if Bikini's innocent and so is Iris, then who the fuck? Literally who? It must be somebody we haven't met yet. About this here. Let me see. Well, as you may know, in order to see reality for what it truly is, we strive to break our attachments to much of the transient material realm. I guess you could call me an immaterial girl. These references, these fucking pop culture references, they're not even all from the same era. I guess she lives in an immaterial world, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Yup, sure does. Sure does. This bothers me. Is that Compton Castle in the background, perhaps? Okay, dumb line of thought. Okay. Also, why are you so low in this picture, but Iris is, like, full height standing up? I'm also noticing that it potentially doesn't look like the paint on the Magatama is having issues yet. Fraying? What's the word you should use? Okay, I mean, I guess hypothetically Larry could have been standing where the camera was in the last case as well. That would have been a good spot to see it, but why the hell would he have been there? But the great question is, why the hell would he have been anywhere else? I don't know. I don't have any idea. Can you tell me about the hood? Well, that's a demon warding hood. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession by evil spirits, you know. Okay, is that where we're going? Are we going to try to say... We're going to try to say that she was possessed? That's why we always wear these for protection. Oh, I see. What are you waiting for? You won't get any protection just by holding it, you know. Put it on already! No, I can't. I was just... It's like it was made just for you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let me see. What do you mean by that, detective? It looks absolutely marvelous. You just gotta keep it on for a while. Is this some sort of divine retribution? Can you tell me about your connection to the Fae family? Well, look at what you found. That's the master of the Karain channeling technique, Mystic Misty Fae. Fae. It's been nearly 20 years since Mystic Misty's disappearance. Apparently, she intended to pass on the master title to her daughter. Who is this daughter? Well, I myself am part of a branch family of the Fae clan. Okay. But even I am not privy to information concerning the main family. Really, you don't know? Interesting. Okay. Well... is that really all that we have? Tell me about Phoenix, maybe? This man, his face betrays a life of suffering and great weariness of the world. Sure. But even so, I can't believe this guy actually jumped into the river. Think of all the fun things he might have enjoyed if he had just lived. Relentless spiritual training alone is no way to lead a complete life, huh? It sounds like she's got some major regrets she's dealing with. Perhaps I should let Gumshoe explain Wright's situation to her for me. Hey, don't look at me like that. Do your own dirty work, sir. That is literally what you're for. Okay. Do you know Godot? No, okay. I didn't think so.
Okay. Cool. So all we have is Gumshoe and Bikini right now, huh? Okay. Can we find out more information about Godot from you? I usually hear about promising young prosecutor candidates while they're still in school, but I've never seen or heard of this person. I gotta admit, he's puzzling all right. He just appeared one day, big mug of steaming coffee in his hand. He sounds like an interesting man. Yeah, the whole prosecutor's office is really into double espresso macchiatos lately. I mean, they're pretty good, though I'm pretty sure... No. I forget what a macchiato is, actually. I know that a cappuccino is just espresso and water. And it's horrible. I don't understand anybody who can drink a cappuccino, but... okay. Do you know what Larry was up to? He's supposed to be Miss Elise Donim's apprentice or something. I see. Yeah, he drew a nice portrait of me. That's nice. But he made me pay him 50 cents for it. I'm sorry about that. You don't seem very interested in him, Mr. Edgeworth. I really don't want to talk about him. That's why. Okay, how are you doing, Dick? Your face is more drawn out than the last time I saw you over a year ago. Really? I thought so. No, wait. It's not so much drawn out as weary and tired, or maybe just plain old thin. I thought that too, sir. My salary's been kinda on the low end. So yeah, my food options have been kinda non-existent. Off-brand chicken soup, off-brand spaghetti, off-brand bread, that sort of stuff. I thought you were really into instant noodles last year. I got really sick of the stuff after a while, sir. Whoops. True. Whenever something happens, this guy always shows up like he hasn't got a care. In fact, you know what? Every time he shows up, I always wonder the same thing. Maybe somehow he's actually the cause of all these incidents. I wonder if Gumshoe has realized it yet. But you could say the exact same thing about him. True! That's a good point. I'm kind of just throwing Hail Marys at this point. There's a lot we don't know about this victim. We don't know her real name, her background, we don't know anything, really. That's rather odd. If she was trying to hide her identity, why would she become an author? I'll bet it was just one of those things, you know? She probably never expected to get so popular. Okay. Iris? Do you know anything about her? I feel like I've seen this girl somewhere before. She wasn't from a prior case, was she? Nope, can't be. We did a database search with her fingerprints and came up with nothing. Really? Okay. That's fascinating. I see. I just can't shake this nagging feeling. Well, everyone knows that you are quite popular with the ladies, sir. Maybe she's an old girlfriend that you sent to Dumpsville when you were younger. Detective? Where did you hear such nonsense from? That's right, he's gay. I didn't hear it from anyone. It's just sort of how I imagine you to be, sir. Way off base. Do I really inspire this sort of frothing desire from the female masses? Jesus. Okay. I've already read this. This is the witness who saw the crime take place out there in the temple courtyard. I'm pretty sure it's going to be her testimony that'll be key to this case, sir. So you mean she's going to be a witness in the trial tomorrow? Of course. A nun is as trustworthy as you can get. We got this one in the bag. Oh. I mean, I've always been on your side, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. So yeah, this is a pretty tight spot we've gotten ourselves into, huh? Now I understand why Wright is always breaking into a cold sweat. Yeah, it's pretty rough, huh? I wonder if Maya's alright. I could never show my face to Wright again if something were to happen to her. Aw, it'll be okay. If that ever happens, you can just show him my face. How's that? I didn't mean it like that, sir. Oh, it's just a silly little joke. I wonder if there's another way to get across to the other side. The support wires for the bridge are still intact, correct? That bridge is almost 20 yards long. I know it may look like it, Mr. Edgeworth, but I'm no superhero. In any case, I just hope Maya's alright. I guess you could shimmy across the tightrope. Pearl Fay, age 9.
What about Pearl? Has no one seen her at all since last night?
Seems that way. Apparently, she hasn't gone back to Corrine Village either, sir.
But it's true that she was with the Least O'Neem at some point last night.
No doubt about it.
Oh,
God damn it, I did the wrong voice again. You mean that maybe whoever killed Mr. O'Neem also...
don't jump to any crazy conclusions. Yes, please don't.
Ouch! You sure have one mean punch, Mr. Edgeworth. It's downright fierce.
Okay. Well, can you tell me more info about the weather stuff?
Look, I'm just your everyday simple detective. Don't ask me such tough questions, okay?
That's not something to be proud of, detective.
No, okay. You think anything of this? Oh, there's a lot we don't know about this victim. We don't know, okay. Got it.
Well, shit. Where am I supposed to go? Is Iris back? No. Really? Okay, I guess let's examine the bell. I can see a small bell tower from here.
Hey, that just reminded me. There's something I've always wondered about.
Something tells me he's going to tell me what's on his mind, whether I like it or not.
We call a person who tells a lie a liar, right? So why don't we call a person who rings a bell a beller? Or truer for a guy who tells the truth. Oh man, I'm not going to get any sleep tonight.
I had no idea he was such a deep thinker. A truer. This gate looks quite old, strong enough to resist the weight of time.
That's the Mr. Edgeworth I know. You got a real flair for words, sir.
I've always appreciated this kind of old, timeless elegance.
That's exactly how I feel, too. Take this coat, for example. Like a fine wine, it gets better with age.
Even fine wine turns to vinegar and begins to stink at some point. I suggest you wash that atrocious rag you call a coat, detective. Is this... What is this little building? Man. That must be the main hall back there.
A brilliant deduction, sir.
Are you trying to flatter me, Detective Gumshoe?
A brilliant use of suspense to build the tension, sir.
According to Wright, the head nun has some important information. I can't miss the opportunity to speak with her.
Okay. What important information do we have left? I'm a defense attorney? No? Okay. Well, I'm stuck. I feel like I've showed you everything there is to reasonably show you. How about this?
About this picture.
Well, look at that. I look pretty to the XC, don't you think? Yeah, absolutely. Up until recently, we've avoided exposure in such magazines, but this time we had our reasons.
Is that so? For example?
Well, why deny the world the sight of such a lovely face? Oh my god, okay. And you're just gonna... Okay. That's just the same line of dialogue as before. You don't know anything about the weather. God damn, man. Addressed to Iris. Yep, you... Oh, fuck. 10 at Heavenly Hall. I just realized. We need to go visit this Heavenly Hall. Okay. Well, I'm stuck. I guess I'm just going to keep looking around to see what I can... Oh! When the hell did this get here? God damn it. I just wasted so much time. I'm so sorry. I did not see this courtyard option. And this is where the murder took place, sir. Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched.
Thanks, Detective. I'll just have a look around. It looks like the police are still investigating.
Oh yeah, by the way, I thought I'd better ask just to be sure. Are you really going to go defend that nun, Iris, at the trial tomorrow?
Yes, I will. I gave her my word, and now I must follow through with my commitment.
Well, in that case, I've got to be careful.
How to make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation. Don't worry about it, Detective. Just keep your mouth closed, and I think most of it will flow out on its own.
You got it, sir. I'll make sure it flows out like water from a tap.
Yes, you do that, Detective. Just how much has your runny spout leaked over the years?
A lot. You probably... Oh, what is it?
The main gate must be just over that stone wall.
Ah, stone walls. I jumped over a few of those in my time. Most of them are good memories, but not all.
Detective, perhaps someone should introduce you to the concept of paucity with words.
But is it a stepladder, or is it a ladder? Please let me know. Ah, I just love skiing.
Really? You don't, seem like the type. Well, what about sleds?
Sleds? Nah, they're a little too kiddie, you know? Messes with my hard-boiled image. Also the silence, Mr. Edgeworth.
Is the world starting to go mad?
Okay. There's a building here.
The main hall of Hazakura Temple is above us here.
Hey, you're right, but I'm pretty sure the main hall didn't have a second floor.
Hazakura Temple was built on a steep part of the mountain. The front and back of the main hall are on different levels.
Oh, that makes sense. But wouldn't it be easier to just build the place slanted, sir?
I fail to see how you can consider that to even be a remotely good idea.
Okay. So where is the courtyard on the map? It's just around, yeah, in the stone wall. Okay. Interesting. I'm not really seeing anything crazy of note. There's a weird black spot on the ground here. I mean, obviously the Shichishido is bloody.
So the sword from this gold statue is actually the murder weapon?
It sure is. It's called the Shichishido, by the way. Nasty piece of work, sir.
There's still blood on it. I suppose this is the victim's blood.
Yep, it's all over the blade. And speaking of all over the blade, there are fingerprints all over the hilt of the Shichishido, too.
Fingerprints?
Naturally, they match the prints we got from the younger nun, the defendant. Okay.
Her fingerprints are on the murder weapon?
What's wrong? You're looking really solemn.
Is this how it is for Wright? Is this what it's like to be a defense attorney?
Yeah, I figure it doesn't really feel good.
To be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health.
I love that he's just figuring out what it's been like for Phoenix all this fucking time. It's so cool. The apparent murder weapon has the victim's blood and the suspect's fingerprints on it. I like the word apparent. I'm gonna doubt it. Okay. Well, hypothetically, I don't know why my mind jumped to this, but hypothetically, I can only think of one reason why her if she didn't kill Elise, the only reason why her fingerprints could be on that and why it could have looked like she was stabbing her is that Bikini saw her pulling the sword out of Elise. Maybe? That's the only thing I can, rationale here. Unless she was actually possessed by, an evil demon because she took her hood off or whatever.
It's a lantern. I suppose they light it at night.
There's something elegant about the light of a fire. At the end of each month, I always like to relax in my room by candlelight.
Detective, can you not afford to pay your electricity bill?
How did you know? Also, I just realized that the amethyst orb is gone.
What's this? It looks like a wizard's staff.
That belonged to the victim, Miss Elise O'Neem. Okay, I'm assuming this is why we probably have the photo. Because other than the weird hair and eye color thing, we can see very vividly that it at one point had the amethyst orb. So that is a connection to make. There's nothing strange or magical about it. Oh yeah! Listen, this is just between us, okay, sir?
Yes? What?
This is top secret stuff. Don't tell anyone about this.
All right.
The truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard. Fucking hell, Gumshoe.
That's it. That's what you wanted to tell me.
That's it.
The staff was made from a very strong kind of wood.
What about
fingerprints? Were there any on it?
Just the victims. Okay. Carried by Elise O'Neill when she was alive. Has her fingerprints on it. Okay. Is that it? I love this song, by the way. It's so good. I guess that's everything. Yep. It seems to be. Okay, there's a weird circle pattern on the ground and stuff too, so... Alright, well, I guess that's that. Unless you have something to say about any of this? I doubt you would. Okay. Well, now we have at least something new to present to Bikini. We have the Shichishido. She doesn't know anything about that. Okay. But how about the orb? No? Okay. Wait a minute. Hold the fucking phone. Was that there? The big purple ball right in front of your face? Was that there before? Yes, it was. Okay. 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 Weird connection, but you can see how I got there. Okay. Main gate. Larry. No. Suspension bridge. No. Can we go to Heavenly Hall? No. Detention center. No. 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 Where the fuck are we supposed to go, Gumshoe? Please, do you have any ideas? Main hall? Did I miss something again? Courtyard? From the courtyard, we can only go back to the main hall? Oh god, okay. Well, now I think it's going to be a good time to cut, unless this is the thing. It's an altar with a giant Magatama enshrined on it. There are lots of candles lined up on it, too. You know, I haven't had a birthday party for myself in a while. Maybe you should blow out those candles over there to make up for that. Mr. Edgeworth, would you mind singing happy birthday to me? Stop that! Cut that out! Please don't blow out the altar candles! Okay. Oh, it's a warmed cat box, but where are all the cats? It's called a hibachi. It's for heating the room. Oh, look at all these ancient straw frisbees! Those are a type of zabuton, that was the word. Cushions called enza. Why are you giving me such a hard time? Huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Why? Because learning something new might actually be a good thing for you, detective. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I've checked everything. I feel like I've presented everything. I don't really have any damn clue where to go from here. So I guess I'll just meet you guys when I find something new. Oh, okay. Oh, he has new dialogue here in the courtyard. I didn't even think of that. I was like, I've already exhausted all the dialogue with Gumshoe. Okay. Hello, the victim. The victim is the famous picture book author, Miss Elise O'Neill. Her entire past, up until she won that writing award last year, is a total mystery. It's hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that. The estimated time of death of the victim was between 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock p.m. on February 7th. Okay. So, lightning happened from 10 to 11. Interesting. And lightning happened... It struck the bridge at 10:45, and it went out at 11:15. Okay. It was not snowing... Well, it might have been snowing when she died, but it also might not have, but I don't know why that would be important. Cause of death was blood loss resulting from a stab to the back by the murder weapon. The murder weapon? The victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir. That's terrible. Yeah, but there's one strange thing. Yes? The victim's entire body was covered with bruises. Okay. The bruises are consistent with falling from the height of a 2-story building. Huh. Okay. Did she fall from the bridge? But then why on earth would Iris stab the body? But also, the other weird thing is that neither Iris or Bikini show Psycholox. So they're both telling the truth, or at least they both think they are. What the hell? This is absurd. Okay, well, this is the only place she could have fallen, I think. We already established that if you fall off the bridge from a certain place, you land on bedrock. A 2-story building. That would be about the same height as that room in front of us, correct? Oh, no, but yeah, she could have fallen out here. Okay, duh. Duh. Hey, you're right. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. That just happens to be the room that Elise O'Neill was staying in. Maybe she was pushed out the window after she was stabbed by the sword, though it could still be a red herring. I'm going to keep the bridge thing in mind. Okay. Body fell 10 feet after death. Did we establish how tall the drop was? I'm pretty sure we did, but I don't feel like it was 10 feet. And 10 feet after death. That's interesting. After death. Okay, well, in the little flashback scene for Bikini, it looked like she was stabbing her right where she is. And then why would you move the sword? Something's funky there. Now then, detective, let's see if we can summarize what we've learned so far. Okay, let's take a look at the map. According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, the head nun, right after they'd finished dinner, she and Maya Fey headed to the inner temple. Thank you for showing me this. This helps a lot. At 10 o'clock p.m., after ringing the bell for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple. Or did she? When she got there, Bikini had her take over while she went back to Hazakura Temple. After taking a hot bath to soothe her back, Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. If you want more details, you should ask Bikini herself in the main hall. The inner temple, huh? I'd like some more information about that place. Me too. The trial begins tomorrow, but who's the prosecutor? I'm pretty sure it's that Godot guy, but nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement. What do you mean? It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. What? What? What do you mean? Edgeworth's here, so who's gonna be the replacement? I wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright caught a cold and won't be defending, he just lost interest. I intend to appear in court in the role of the defense attorney. However, I would be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor. Yeah, I can see why, but I'm not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be that judge. Yes, he certainly would remember my face, even after such a long absence. That's why I requested that another judge preside over the trial tomorrow. No. I don't want Canadian judge. Get him out of here. We've only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all. Fuck me, man. I want old judge back. Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir? There's no need to worry. I pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing. Oh, no. No, you wouldn't. No. Please? Please. Wow, Mr. Edgeworth. I had no idea you had such a powerful string to pull. Well, there's only one other prosecutor oh my god, if she's here. Oh god, that's gonna be so cool. All 3 prosecutors in this case? Oh, please. Please. What is this inner temple that Maya was supposedly training at? According to Bikini, it's an old building they use for training the acolytes.
It's on the other side of Dusky Bridge. The bridge that burned down, huh? Is there anything else on the other side of that bridge besides the inner temple? Nope, not a thing. Nothing. The other side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kind of like a little island out there. So the only thing there is the inner temple. I hear it's not the kind of place a person could survive in. Please be alright, Maya. Oh, man. Okay. Well, we talked to him about things. Is that a flag for anything? Do you have anything new, Bikini? No. Main gate is Larry back. No. Suspension bridge. Gumshoe, do you have anything new here? No. Please be here, Iris. Oh, thank God. Okay. If that didn't work, I was gonna have no fucking idea what to do.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I came back because I need to ask you a few more questions, if you don't mind.
But I've already told you everything that I...
Iris, please remember. I'm on your side. You can tell me anything.
Yes. Thank you.
Come on, Iris. Please. Let me know. Since I have been handed this case, it is my duty to dig up all the answers. Yep, okay. So you were scared of this. I found this in the main hall. It is addressed to you.
That's...
Well, Iris?
Why are you glaring at me like that?
You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you, isn't that correct? Was it the evidence or the power of my glare that broke that lock? Oh well, I don't suppose it matters either way.
But Mr. Edgeworth...
Yes?
I thought that letter was just someone playing a prank on me.
A prank?
Well, yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell it to that would cause me any grief.
I mean, that's a lie. I wonder about that.
Sister Bikini is like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her.
No, you may not have anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there is one person you didn't want your secret told to. Phoenix. Phoenix Wright. You mean something to Wright, it seems. And I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark secret. Well, what do you have to say?
I should have expected as much. Especially from a friend of his. How do you know him? Please tell me.
Okay, frightened?
After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it.
What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions?
It's a small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge.
A small shack, huh?
It's more like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near.
Where is it on this map?
Okay. I mean, we knew it was there. Okay. I know what to present to Larry now. It's around here. To get there, you must follow a small path down from Dusky Bridge. The reality is, to get to the inner temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge. But the thought that such a terrible criminal could be lurking at Heavenly Hall... I was so scared by the whole affair that I didn't even want to think about it.
So, the secret that you locked away in your heart.
Yes.
It looks as though I may have to visit this Heavenly Hall now. Maybe I'll find some sign of our mystery blackmailer. In any case, you still claim to have never left your room last night.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Rang lights out bell at 10 o'clock p.m. and was then in her room until the murder was discovered. Okay. The trial starts tomorrow. I promise you, I will win. I'm going to win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret.
But it's pointless.
Why would you say that?
Because I may know who Phoenix Wright is, but he has no idea who I am. What? This is just something I'm going to have to stop to try to stop theorizing about, because I can't make any progress on it. The game is withholding too much from me. I'm just going to let the game take me on that plot point when it takes me on that plot point. Let's find out some more information about the Inner Temple.
I just finished speaking with the head of the nun of Hazakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Elise O'Neill with a sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the Inner Temple, you were there as well.
What?
When I spoke with you last night, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple. And yet, Sister Bikini says she met with you at the Inner Temple that very night.
But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the Inner Temple last night. What is going on? Oh, shit. Oh no. Did Pearl channel someone? Maybe? Oh no. Oh god. That's the only thing I can think of, because Pearl was with Elise. So she was close to Elise, Elise the whole time. Sorry, my brain's a fucking scattered mess. There's so much information. And I guess it would... But who would she have channeled? If you're not Valerie, which I don't believe you are, is Dahlia dead? And is she channeled Dahlia? No, that can't be where this is going. Okay, I'm making way too far of leaps in logic. Well, thank you, Iris, for your time. Okay, I can't just keep assuming things like that. There's no way. Okay, there's a lot of flags around here. It reminds me of his hot dog stand from the first game. Whoa, not much of a view down here, huh? It's still better than the view from my apartment, though. You can see the bridge.
Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective.
Oh, why? Why does this always happen?
Hi, Larry.
Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away. I even chased one of them to Japan. Next is going to be prison, I guess. I'll steal the detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Nah, I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck.
He's just talking to himself. Shh, be quiet and listen.
I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again.
Done that? What did he do, I wonder?
Hey, you! About what you just said! I got an objection! The song! What the? Edgy, you dirty rat!
Gumshoe, you oaf!
I'm sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was shouting out objection! And in a loud, commanding voice, too. I even pointed with my pointer finger!
You've watched too many trials.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Larry, the jig is up. What have you got to say for yourself?
All right, Larry. Come on, man. What do you got? What am I looking for? Oh yeah, Magatama. Hey, damn it. Okay. Talk. Oh, god damn it, Larry. God. Oh, Larry. Okay, Heavenly Hall.
What is this little shack anyway?
Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday.
And why were you down here in the first place?
Come on, I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. This is a great little place. It's, artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse. Sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal. One thing's for sure. No one is likely to show up and disturb you here. So I can get you something to... So can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe? He's getting all buddy-buddy on us, sir. Okay. Listen to me, Edgy. You've got to do this. You've got to save Iris. Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute? Watch your mouth! Anyway, I've made up my mind about it. I'm going to marry that girl. Fucking Larry. Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you? No, not yet, but I can tell how she feels by the look in her eyes. She's got this, I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. I'm sure Nick would be surprised, but he'd never imagined that I could marry a beautiful girl like that. That would kill him, I think. Something tells me he would be shocked, indeed. That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I gonna do if she gets hurt? What is this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back. If we really want to know the answer to that, we're going to have to drag him onto the witness stand. Oh, no, not a Larry witness. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night? Aw, man, don't you have anything else to talk about? With that kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me. Apparently he already is. Okay, chill out with those scary eyes, I got it. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. Something incredible. Okay, here we go. Come on, Larry, this episode's almost 2 hours long. Yeah, but let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. Why hasn't he realized that I absolutely despise talking about the good old days, especially with him? What's your problem with Larry? I mean, yeah, he stole your lunch money, I guess, but... Night of the crime. Alright, now you're going to tell me what you really saw last night. Okay. Thundering, I've been sleeping. Yeah, okay, this is the same text. Alright. You were not in the main hall. You could not have seen the whole lightning from where you were. There we go. Skipping. Okay. You, my friend, were in Heavenly Hall. The place you saw the lightning strike from was naturally Heavenly Hall. Why would I be hanging out in this old shack? It's freezing cold, there's no electricity, and it could fall apart at any minute. Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet. Uh-oh. In other words, you have just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you've at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset. I have to admit, I'm impressed, Edgy. You're in a totally different league from Nick. That's nice. Now tell me, what were you doing at this little cold shack last night? That's what you might call affaire de cour. I think you mean affaire de cour. Could it be you were waiting for someone? Oh no! You really are one scary guy, you know. I believe last night you were waiting for this person. Oh my fucking god. Are you kidding me? Larry. What do you mean her secret, though? Larry. Why? There's only one person you'd wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry. I told you before, don't call me Larry. The person you were waiting for was Iris. Oh, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy. No doubt because of my chilly glare. So you think I got the hots for Sister Iris, huh? Come on. Do you have some kind of evidence, my man? You got something that proves I was waiting for her, or are you just guessing? This is where I draw the line and end this ridiculous little game. Here's the evidence that proves you were waiting for Iris. Why the fuck
Here's your evidence. You called her to this spot with a pathetic blackmail letter.
Oh, hey, give that back. You're embarrassing me. What are you doing with that anyway?
That's not important. I misjudged you, Larry.
What do you mean?
Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh.
First of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says salutation here.
Well, that's what it said in that book, Letter Writing for Dummies.
You're not supposed to actually write that. That's where you're supposed to write Dear Iris.
I'm so sorry. What the fuck? What was the secret? There's no way you actually know her real secret, Larry. So what the fuck? Don't tell me you just wrote that specifically to manipulate her into coming out. I swear to God.
So you were here in Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you, Larry? And you saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you?
So sorry, Edgy.
Sorry doesn't cut it, you scumbag, threatening a young lady like that.
Wait, hold up.
What now, pal?
What are you talking about? What threatening stuff? I'll tell you what, you tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose her secret, pal. What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her? Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact. Give me a break, it's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love?
What did you just say?
My love for her burns so hotly it could melt all the snow on this mountain.
Oh? Then what is this secret you mention?
Come on, Edgy. Don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between her and me.
Larry. What? What? What do you mean? Unless you want your secret to be exposed.
That's a fucking threat. Larry, that doesn't track. You've got to be fucking kidding me. This is how we're rolling with this? Larry. Obviously, she wouldn't want Old Lady to Bikini to know about it, right, Larry? Larry. About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair.
All right, then why did you send a love letter in a business-like manila envelope?
Give me a break. It's not my fault I didn't have any other envelope. Sheesh. Then why were you so quick to apologize, pal? It's because Edgy gave you that scary look of his.
You've fucking done it this time, Larry.
What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden?
That's it. That's what all those huge locks were about? I don't understand why you were so defensive.
Well, I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Fucking unreal. Hey, come on, don't let it get you down. But Mr. Edgeworth, this guy is still hiding something, I know it.
What do you mean, detective?
Don't forget what this guy said just a minute ago. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. Was it the lightning?
He's right. Larry.
What? You're looking at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone.
What was this something incredible you saw last night? You're going to tell me, Larry, one way or another.
What was it? I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge.
Yes, and I believe that it was the incredible sight you saw. But now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true.
But what doesn't?
If that's all there is to your story, your heart wouldn't have had all those locks. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning.
What? When? Where? Why? How? Hey, what do you think you're doing? If you hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal. No. Fuck you, Larry. Larry. No! What's wrong, sir? Does this mean I have to do it all over again? Why are you glaring at me like I'm next to be hit by a bolt of lightning?
I've just about had it with this Harlequin. If I really want to drag the truth out of him, I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand.
What the fuck is this case? Look, man, Larry's always been a bit, like, fucking absurd, but he's crossed the fucking line this time, pal. Oh my god. And it's trial time. Excellent. That's great. We know so much. Alright, well, anyway, thank you all for watching this episode of Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations Blind. I've been Guildmaster Wiggly. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like. If you are new, consider subscribing. If you want to follow my socials or join my Discord, they're in the description. And I hope to see you guys next time when